Welcome to Star Citizen and the ship guide to the Consolidated Outland Mustang Delta. In this modular guide, we will go into detail about this light fighter from the Mustang series, which is a direct competitor to the popular Aurora. The Mustang Delta, which in contrast to the Aurora does without an interior, offers as a light fighter in the entry-level segment not only a combative look but also a lot of potential for combat. In addition, it is comparatively inexpensive and offers strong flight values. And as we can already see here, the Mustang has already received one or two reworks over the years. And as in every guide, you can jump directly to the parts that are of interest to you or which you would like to see again, using the timestamps in the video. We start with the exterior, the technical data, as well as the differences of the different Mustang variants. Take a detailed look at the purposes, whereby in the absence of an interior, of course, the current focus is on combat. But first of all, a big thank you to the real ladies and gentlemen who make this video possible with their support as Patreons, channel members or Twitch subscribers. Thank you. The Mustang series from Consolidated Outland is available in 5 variants, whereby the Delta represents a combat version as a dedicated light fighter and can fall back on 4 size 2 hardpoints as well as the Jericho XL rockets. The Mustang Delta is classified as a light fighter and offers a fighter-like appearance as well as good speed values, which puts the Delta in the middle of the light fighter class. In terms of maneuverability and agility, however, it can be found in the top segment. The components are installed in size 1 in the military and civilian class C and D, which is why we recommend gradual upgrades of these components to full military variants, especially for combat missions. The quantum engine and the shields can be upgraded first. The cargo capacity is 0 SCU, rather standard for a light fighter. The weaker Alpha variant, on the other hand, offers 4 SCU. The Mustang Delta is available at time-limited sales for $65 in the Pledge Store or for cheap 764,000 Alpha USD in-game at Astro Armada on Area 18. Due to the very strong competition for real money purchase, we recommend the Mustang especially for an in-game purchase. Without an interior, the Mustang series offers no amenities or allows logging in or out. The armament of the Mustang series differ for weapon hardpoints at the Delta with 2 additional size 2 instead of size 1 hardpoints on the wings. The Mustang turret on the nose is permanently gimbaled, with the unguided Jericho XL rockets being a special feature. These fire straight forward and cannot be locked on a target. In the standard loadout, we achieve solid damage values, whereby we currently recommend 4 laser cannons in the PvE area, which provides 846 DPS and 440 alpha damage, without taking into account the very limited use of the Jericho missiles. For the PvE range, this is quite sufficient damage potential, even for higher level, very high-risk target missions. As the cheapest entry-level version, the Alpha variant offers less damage but comes with a cargo hold. However, we cannot recommend the Alpha variant due to the lack of firepower and the lack of amenities. The Aurora is much more versatile here. The Gamma and Omega are racing versions and only suitable as shuttles or for excursions. These versions are not suitable for combat. And with the Mustang Beta, an exploration variant is offered, which can score points with a very high range in this ship size. This version, which is also weaker in combat, is therefore recommended to a limited extent for players who like to explore. With the 4 size 2 weapon hardpoints, the Mustang Delta offers a solid damage potential, whereby the 2 turret weapons basically have non-exchangeable gimbals. A note in advance, the Delta's unguided Jericho XL rockets are currently of very limited use, as they are rarely effective in fast space combat against small and medium targets. In addition, the missiles are currently often not visible when fired. Small and medium-sized targets can be engaged effectively and quickly with the Delta, thanks to its exceptionally good roll, yaw and pitch values. The Delta does not have to hide in any way from dedicated light fighters that are more than twice as expensive. Here, the Delta offers top-class performance. Medium-sized and larger opponents, up to the Constellation and Valkyrie category, can also be taken out effectively and unurgently with the Delta. and thanks to its good agility and maneuverability, we usually don't have to fear any hits. Larger ships like the Hammerhead or above, on the other hand, resist the firepower of the Delta due to the limited hardpoints, which makes these targets rather uninteresting. Professionals will of course still find possibilities here, but they will take some time. For beginners, we therefore recommend opponents up to the very high-risk target category. The flight and combat behavior of the Mustang is very good and comprehensible at all times. Fancy and fast maneuvers are possible, although the very limited defensive capacities do not offer any real protection due to the small shields as well as the low hit points. Here, however, most light fighters as well as entry-level ships are comparable. Dedicated light fighters such as the Arrow or Gladius are a few dollars more expensive, but usually offers only marginally more firepower. Away from space combat, the Mustang offers no capacity so far, after an interior or stowage space is not available. Package missions or simple trading are therefore not possible, limiting the Mustang series and highlighting the advantages of Robert Space Industries' Aurora in at least this area. The Mustang only offers combat as a purpose, although it can score points over the Aurora here, and can even keep up with dedicated light fighters, albeit in the lower range. In this area, however, the Delta offers exactly what the first visual impression conveys: an effective small fighter, which flies agilely and can also deal out well in its class. And especially against medium and heavy fighters, the Delta can make use of its high maneuverability, which makes the opponents particularly suitable for it. A current shortcoming, however, is the limited use of the Jericho rockets and their lack of maneuverability, as they are often invisible after firing and rarely hit fast targets.
Somewhere between the edge of being alive and feeling dead.
Due to its ergonomic design, the Mustang is agile and maneuverable in the atmosphere, but surprisingly lags behind the Gladius as a reference ship in the light fighter category.
It's just like a rearview mirror right before the crash.
However, as an entry-level ship, it offers very good flight values and is well suited for atmospheric missions.
Worse than that. Since you went away, I got one foot in the grave.
Control movements are executed predictably, and the thrust is sufficient to execute tight and sharp maneuvers.
Living like this makes time less scary. Digging up bones, better left buried.
The Mustang is therefore our recommendation for beginners who want to focus on combat and don't want to upgrade to a Titan Avenger or even Arrow and Gladius in the real money shop. We can recommend an in-game purchase to everyone without hesitation. See you again, and see you in the verse.